Hi everyone, I'm Sharma from Sonatype Security Research, and here's another update on the latest SolarWinds developments. It may have been discovered by one security company, FireEye, but less than 24 hours ago, another cybersecurity firm, Malwarebytes, has stepped forward admitting they were targeted by SolarWinds attackers. Their CEO, Marcin Klaczynski, says, while Malwarebytes does not use SolarWinds, we, like many other companies, were recently targeted by the same threat actor. We can confirm the existence of another intrusion vector that works by abusing applications with privileged access to Microsoft Office 365 and Azure environments. The company has, however, confirmed that the attackers only managed to gain access to a limited subset of internal company emails and that their internal production systems remain safe, and they further added that Malwarebytes software remains safe for use. This report emerges a few hours following Symantec's discovery of a fourth malware strain, which was deployed by SolarWinds actors. Symantec has called this fourth strain Raindrop now, and it bears similarity to the previous strain, Teardrop. Just to give you a bit of recap here, the previous three strains included Sunspot. This was the initial malware which was used to inject backdoors into SolarWinds Orion builds. This was followed by a second malware strain, Sunburst, or some call it SolarWinds. This strain planted the updates, the malicious updates, which were distributed to over 18,000 customers of SolarWinds Orion. Next up, Teardrop came into the mix, and this was a post-exploitation tool being delivered by Sunburst only to select victims. And this malware installed customized Cobalt Strike beacons on their systems. For those of you who may not be familiar, Cobalt Strike is a pen testing tool used by red teams in security assessments that aim to simulate real-world attacks by advanced threat actors. And finally comes the fourth strain, which is being called Raindrop, that bears similarities to Teardrop. But here's one interesting fact. To hide the malicious functionality, the hackers used a modified version of the 7-zip source code to compile Raindrop as a DLL file. The 7-zip code only acts as a cover and it is not used in any way, reads a news report by Bleeping Computer. The SolarWinds supply chain attack has sent chills down everyone's spines, given its magnitude and the threat actor's sophisticated tactics. In fact, given these recent reports, the Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, now requires all financial institutions to assess the suppliers of their technology vendors. This means following new guidelines, MAS would likely be asking suppliers to sufficiently prove that their software source code has been thoroughly tested and adheres to safe programming practices. Software vendors may also be required to disclose how often do they monitor for cybersecurity risks and what security measures are in place. Finally, in some good news, FireEye has released a free tool on GitHub called Maintained Azure AD Investigator. Security professionals and organizations can use this tool to determine if the SolarWinds hackers, being tracked as UNC2452, employed any of the attack techniques inside their networks. All of these findings, though, stress how important it is to contain software supply chain attacks and the devastating consequences arising from a large-scale software supply chain attack, like this one, which has become increasingly hard to track and remediate. Stopping software supply chain attacks starts with one simple thing, knowing what's inside your code, or having a list of what we call at Sonatype Software Bill of Materials, SBOM, for your applications. Further, having automated tools in place that can proactively perform deep binary analysis to detect security anomalies and potential code injections in your applications can highlight a potential software supply chain attack before it takes off further. Different teams at Sonatype have been closely monitoring the latest developments on the SolarWinds incident, and we encourage you to get in touch with us should you have any questions or concerns. That's it for now. Stay tuned. Thank you.